Hello everyone. Today, we're sharing 7 powerful pieces of advice from Jesus Christ that you can listen to every day for more motivation and inspiration in your life. 1. Love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus' teaching to love your neighbor as yourself is one of the most profound and transformative principles in the Christian faith. This commandment, found in Matthew 22:39, emphasizes the importance of selflessness, empathy, and compassion. By loving others as we love ourselves, we create a society built on mutual respect and care, fostering a sense of community and belonging. Loving your neighbor means more than just being kind to the people you like or those who are similar to you. It means extending kindness, compassion, and understanding to everyone, regardless of their background, beliefs, or behavior. This love is not conditional but is an act of grace and mercy. It requires us to look beyond our differences and see the shared humanity in each person. One practical way to love your neighbor is by practicing active listening. Often, people simply want to be heard and understood. By giving others our full attention, we show that we value their thoughts and feelings. This active listening can be a powerful way to demonstrate love and can help build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Another way to love your neighbor is through acts of service. Jesus himself demonstrated this by washing the feet of his disciples, an act that was both humble and caring. Serving others, whether through volunteering, helping a friend in need, or simply offering a kind word, shows that we are willing to put others' needs before our own. Forgiveness is also a crucial aspect of loving your neighbor. Holding on to grudges and resentment only harms ourselves and our relationships. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the burden of anger and open the door to reconciliation and peace. Furthermore, loving your neighbor involves standing up for justice and advocating for those who are marginalized or oppressed. Jesus consistently spoke out against injustice and defended those who were vulnerable. Following his example, we should strive to create a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. In our daily lives, loving our neighbors can be as simple as showing kindness and respect in our interactions, being patient and understanding, and offering support when someone is struggling. It's about being a positive presence in the lives of others and contributing to a culture of love and compassion. Ultimately, when we love our neighbors as ourselves, we reflect the love that God has for us. This love is transformative, not only for those who receive it but also for those who give it. It helps us grow in empathy, humility, and grace, drawing us closer to the heart of Jesus and to each other. In a world often marked by division and conflict, this commandment offers a path to healing and unity, reminding us that we are all part of a larger human family, bound together by the love of God. 2. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, is a timeless piece of wisdom found in Matthew 7:12. This principle encourages us to treat others with the same respect, kindness and fairness that we would want for ourselves. It serves as a universal ethical guideline, promoting empathy and mutual respect. At its core, the golden rule is about putting ourselves in others' shoes and considering their feelings and perspectives. It challenges us to move beyond our own desires and think about the impact of our actions on those around us. This perspective shift fosters empathy, allowing us to connect with others on a deeper level and build more harmonious relationships. One of the key aspects of practicing the golden rule is kindness. Small acts of kindness, such as offering a smile, holding the door open, or giving a sincere compliment, can have a significant positive impact on someone's day. These acts show that we care about others' well-being and are willing to go out of our way to make their lives a little better. Respect is another crucial component of the golden rule. Treating others with respect means acknowledging their inherent worth and dignity, regardless of their status, background, and beliefs. It involves listening to their opinions, valuing their contributions, and interacting with them in a manner that honors their humanity. Fairness is also essential to this principle. Acting with fairness means making decisions that are just and equitable, without favoritism or bias. It requires us to be honest in our dealings, give credit where it is due, and ensure that our actions do not disadvantage others unfairly. By promoting fairness, we create a more just and balanced society. The Golden Rule also calls for forgiveness and understanding. When others wrong us, it can be tempting to respond with anger or seek revenge. However, if we consider how we would want to be treated in such a situation, we might realize the importance of offering forgiveness and understanding. This approach not only helps to mend relationships but also promotes a cycle of compassion and reconciliation. Moreover, this principle encourages us to be proactive in doing good. Instead of waiting for others to treat us well, we take the initiative to show kindness and respect first. This proactive kindness can inspire others to reciprocate, creating a ripple effect of positive actions and attitudes. In the workplace, practicing the Golden Rule can lead to a more supportive and collaborative environment. By treating colleagues with respect, offering help when needed, and valuing their contributions, we foster a culture of mutual respect and teamwork. This positive atmosphere can enhance productivity, job satisfaction, and overall well-being. In our personal lives, applying the Golden Rule can strengthen our relationships with family and friends. It encourages open communication, mutual support, and a deeper understanding of each other's needs and feelings. By consistently treating our loved ones with kindness and respect, we build trust and create lasting bonds. Ultimately, the Golden Rule is a call to live with empathy, compassion, and integrity. It reminds us that our actions have the power to affect others, and it challenges us to use that power for good. By consistently applying this principle in our daily lives, we contribute to a more caring, respectful, and harmonious world, reflecting the love and teachings of Jesus Christ. 3. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. In Matthew 7:7, Jesus provides a powerful promise and encouragement. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. This verse emphasizes the importance of persistence, faith, and proactive effort in our spiritual and personal lives. It assures us that God is attentive to our needs and is willing to respond to our earnest requests. The first part, ask, and it will be given to you, highlights the power of prayer and the importance of asking for what we need. Jesus encourages us to approach God with confidence, believing that He is a loving and generous Father who desires to provide for His children. This act of asking is not just about presenting our needs and desires but also about building a relationship with God, acknowledging our dependence on Him, and trusting in His provision. Asking also requires humility. It means recognizing that we cannot achieve everything on our own and that we need help from others, including God. This humility opens our hearts to receive not only what we ask for but also the guidance and wisdom that come with it. It teaches us to be grateful and to appreciate the blessings we receive. The second part, seek, and you will find, emphasizes the importance of actively pursuing our goals and desires. It is not enough to simply ask, we must also seek. This involves taking steps toward our goals, putting in the effort, and being diligent in our pursuits. Seeking is about being proactive and not waiting passively for things to happen. It is a call to action, urging us to be persistent and determined in our quest for truth, purpose, and fulfillment. Seeking also involves a process of discovery and growth. As we seek, we learn more about ourselves, our strengths, and our limitations. We gain new insights and perspectives, which help us to grow and develop. The journey of seeking often leads us to unexpected places and reveals opportunities we might not have seen otherwise. The third part, knock, and the door will be opened to you, underscores the importance of perseverance and persistence. Knocking implies a repeated action, a continual effort to gain entry or achieve a goal. It teaches us not to give up easily, even when faced with obstacles or delays. This persistence is a demonstration of our faith and determination, showing that we are committed to our goals and believe in the possibility of achieving them. Knocking also symbolizes opportunities and new beginnings. When we knock, we are seeking access to new possibilities, experiences, and relationships. It requires courage and faith to knock on doors, especially when we are unsure of the outcome. However, Jesus assures us that when we knock, the door will be opened, meaning that opportunities will present themselves if we are persistent and faithful. In summary, this verse from Jesus encourages us to be active participants in our spiritual and personal journeys. It teaches us to ask with humility and faith, to seek with diligence and determination, and to knock with persistence and courage. By doing so, we align ourselves with God's will and open ourselves to His blessings and guidance. This approach not only strengthens our relationship with God but also empowers us to achieve our goals and fulfill our potential, bringing more motivation and purpose into our lives. 4. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus extends a comforting and compassionate invitation, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This promise offers solace and hope to those who are struggling with the challenges and stresses of life. It reassures us that we are not alone in our difficulties and that we can find rest and peace in Jesus. The first part of this invitation, "Come to me," is a call to draw near to Jesus. It is an invitation to bring our burdens, worries, and struggles to Him, acknowledging that He is our source of strength and comfort. This act of coming to Jesus requires humility and trust, recognizing that we cannot carry our burdens alone and that we need His help and support. Coming to Jesus involves seeking a relationship with Him through prayer, meditation, and reflection on His teachings. It means taking time to be in His presence, to listen to His voice, and to find solace in His words. This relationship with Jesus provides a sense of companionship and support, knowing that He understands our struggles and is always there for us. The phrase "all you who are weary and burdened" speaks to the universal human experience of fatigue and stress. Life often presents us with challenges that can weigh heavily on our hearts and minds. Whether it's the pressures of work, family responsibilities, health issues, or personal struggles, we all experience times of weariness and burden. Jesus' invitation is open to everyone, offering a source of relief and rest. The promise "I will give you rest" is a powerful assurance of Jesus' care and compassion. This rest is not just physical but also emotional and spiritual. It is a deep sense of peace and rejuvenation that comes from being in the presence of Jesus and trusting in His love and care. This rest renews our strength, calms our anxieties, and restores our sense of hope and purpose. Finding rest in Jesus involves letting go of our worries and entrusting them to Him. It means releasing our need to control everything, and allowing Jesus to take the lead. This act of surrender can be challenging, especially when we are used to relying on our own strength and abilities. However, it is in this surrender that we find true rest and peace. In practical terms, finding rest in Jesus can involve setting aside time for prayer and reflection, reading and meditating on Scripture, and engaging in practices that bring us closer to God. It may also mean seeking support from a faith community, sharing our burdens with trusted friends, and finding encouragement in the experiences of others. Moreover, finding rest in Jesus encourages us to adopt a balanced approach to life. It reminds us of the importance of self-care, setting healthy boundaries, and taking time to rest and recharge. By prioritizing our well-being and spiritual health, we are better equipped to face life's challenges with resilience and grace. In conclusion, Jesus' invitation to come to Him for rest is a profound and comforting promise. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles and that we can find solace and strength in our relationship with Him. By coming to Jesus, we experience His love and compassion, which provide the rest and rejuvenation we need to navigate life's challenges. This promise offers us motivation and hope, knowing that we have a source of unwavering support and care in Jesus. 5. Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. In Matthew 19:14, Jesus says, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." This statement highlights the value of childlike faith, innocence, and humility. It encourages us to embrace these qualities in our own lives and recognize their importance in our spiritual journey. Jesus' invitation to let the little children come to him reflects his deep love and care for the vulnerable and innocent. Children, in their simplicity and trust, embody qualities that are essential for entering the kingdom of heaven. They approach life with a sense of wonder, openness, and dependence, which are attributes that Jesus encourages us to cultivate. Childlike faith is characterized by trust and reliance on God. Children naturally trust those who care for them, without hesitation or doubt. Similarly, Jesus calls us to trust in God with the same wholeheartedness. This trust involves believing in God's goodness, faithfulness, and provision, even when we do not fully understand His ways. It is a faith that rests in the assurance that God is in control and that He has our best interests at heart. Innocence, another quality of children, is marked by purity of heart and intention. Children approach life with honesty and sincerity, free from the cynicism and skepticism that often accompany adulthood. Jesus invites us to return to this state of innocence, to live with integrity and authenticity. This innocence allows us to see the world through a lens of goodness and possibility, fostering a sense of hope and positivity. Humility is also a defining characteristic of children. They are aware of their limitations and are not afraid to ask for help. Jesus teaches us the importance of humility in our relationship with God and others. Humility involves recognizing our dependence on God and acknowledging that we are not self-sufficient. It requires us to let go of pride and self-reliance and to approach God with a posture of openness and receptivity. Embracing childlike qualities also means living with a sense of wonder and curiosity. Children are naturally curious, eager to explore and learn about the world around them. Jesus encourages us to maintain this sense of wonder in our spiritual lives, to seek and discover the beauty and mystery of God's creation. This curiosity drives us to grow in our faith, to ask questions, and to deepen our understanding of God and His ways. In practical terms, living with childlike faith, innocence, and humility can transform our daily lives. It can lead us to approach challenges with a positive and hopeful attitude, trusting that God will provide a way. It can help us to cultivate genuine and honest relationships, free from pretense and deceit. It can also inspire us to live with gratitude and appreciation for the simple joys and blessings that we often take for granted. Furthermore, Jesus' statement reminds us of the importance of nurturing and protecting the vulnerable in our society. Children, as representatives of innocence and dependence, deserve our care and attention. By advocating for their well-being and providing them with love and support, we reflect the heart of Jesus and contribute to a more compassionate and just world. In conclusion, Jesus' invitation to let the little children come to Him, and His affirmation that the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these offer us profound insights into the qualities that God values. By embracing childlike faith, innocence, and humility, we draw closer to the heart of God and align ourselves with His kingdom. These qualities inspire us to live with trust, integrity, and a sense of wonder, bringing more motivation and joy into our lives. 6. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. In John 14:27, Jesus offers a profound and comforting promise: peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. This assurance highlights the unique and lasting peace that Jesus provides, which transcends the temporary and often superficial peace offered by the world. The peace that Jesus offers is deeply rooted in His presence and His relationship with us. It is a peace that comes from knowing that we are loved, cared for, and protected by God. This peace is not dependent on external circumstances but is an inner tranquility that remains steadfast even in the midst of challenges and uncertainties. It is a peace that calms our fears and anxieties, giving us confidence and hope. Jesus contrasts his peace with the peace that the world offers. The peace of the world is often temporary and conditional, based on favorable circumstances or the absence of conflict. It can be fleeting and unreliable, easily disrupted by changes in our environment or situations. In contrast, the peace that Jesus gives is enduring and unshakable. It is a peace that sustains us through trials and tribulations, providing a stable foundation for our lives. This peace is also characterized by a sense of completeness and wholeness. In the Hebrew language, the word for peace is shalom, which encompasses not just the absence of conflict but also a sense of well-being, harmony, and fulfillment. Jesus' peace brings a sense of wholeness to our lives, aligning us with God's purpose and plan. It helps us to live in harmony with ourselves, with others, and with God. To experience this peace, Jesus encourages us to trust in Him and not to let our hearts be troubled or afraid. This requires us to shift our focus from our fears and worries to His promises and presence. It involves surrendering our anxieties to Him and believing that He is in control and that He will provide for our needs. This trust in Jesus allows us to rest in His peace, knowing that we are secure in His hands. In practical terms, experiencing Jesus' peace can involve incorporating spiritual practices into our daily lives. Prayer and meditation on Scripture can help us to center our hearts and minds on God's promises and presence. These practices provide an opportunity to pour out our concerns to God and to receive His peace in return. Regularly reflecting on Jesus' teachings and His example can also remind us of the peace that He offers. Additionally, cultivating an attitude of gratitude can enhance our sense of peace. By focusing on the blessings and positive aspects of our lives, we can shift our perspective from what is troubling us to what is uplifting and encouraging. Gratitude helps us to recognize God's goodness and faithfulness, reinforcing our trust in His provision and care. Engaging in acts of service and kindness can also contribute to our sense of peace. By helping others and making a positive impact in our communities, we align ourselves with God's heart and purpose. These acts of love and compassion not only benefit those we serve but also bring a sense of fulfillment and joy to our own lives. In conclusion, Jesus' promise of peace is a powerful and reassuring gift. It offers us a sense of calm and stability that transcends the uncertainties of life. By trusting in Jesus and embracing His peace, we can navigate challenges with confidence and hope. This peace encourages us to live with a sense of wholeness and harmony, reflecting the love and presence of Jesus in our daily lives. 7. It is more blessed to give than to receive. In Acts 20:35, Jesus' teaching is quoted as saying, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." This principle highlights the profound joy and fulfillment that come from acts of generosity and selflessness. It challenges us to shift our focus from accumulating for ourselves to giving to others, emphasizing the blessings that flow from a life of giving. The idea that giving is more blessed than receiving is rooted in the nature of God's love. God's love is generous, self-giving, and sacrificial. By giving to others, we reflect the character of God and participate in His work of blessing and caring for the world. This act of giving is not just about material possessions but also about giving our time, talents, and love to those in need. One of the key benefits of giving is the joy it brings. When we give to others, we experience a sense of satisfaction and happiness that comes from knowing we have made a positive impact. This joy is often deeper and more lasting than the temporary pleasure of receiving something for ourselves. Giving allows us to connect with others on a meaningful level, fostering a sense of community and belonging. Giving also fosters gratitude and contentment. When we focus on giving rather than receiving, we become more aware of the blessings we already have. This shift in perspective helps us to appreciate what we have and to recognize the abundance in our lives. Gratitude, in turn, enhances our sense of well-being and reduces feelings of envy or dissatisfaction. Furthermore, giving promotes personal growth and development. Acts of generosity challenge us to move beyond our comfort zones and to consider the needs of others. This process of thinking and acting selflessly helps us to grow in empathy, compassion, and humility. It encourages us to develop a greater awareness of the world around us and to become more engaged and responsible members of our communities. In practical terms, living out the principle of giving can take many forms. It can involve volunteering our time and skills to support a cause or organization we care about. It can mean providing financial support to those in need or offering a listening ear and emotional support to a friend going through a difficult time. Small acts of kindness, such as helping a neighbor with groceries or writing a note of encouragement, can also have a significant impact. Additionally, creating a habit of giving can help to cultivate a generous spirit. Setting aside a portion of our resources, whether time, money, or talents, for the purpose of helping others can make giving a regular part of our lives. This habit reinforces the value of generosity and helps to keep our focus on the blessings that come from giving. Giving also has a ripple effect, inspiring others to give as well. Acts of generosity can motivate those around us to follow our example, creating a culture of giving and kindness. This collective impact can lead to positive changes in our communities and beyond, fostering a spirit of cooperation and mutual support. In conclusion, Jesus' teaching that it is more blessed to give than to receive offers a powerful and transformative perspective on life. By embracing a spirit of generosity, we experience the joy, fulfillment, and personal growth that come from giving to others. This principle encourages us to live selflessly and make a positive impact in the lives of those around us. As we give, we reflect the love and character of God, contributing to a more compassionate and caring world.